All right, what's up guys? Paul James here. Welcome to today's video. So today I wanted to share with you how to set up call tracking on your new lead gen website. And this is an important step when you get started. This is like one of the things that you really want to do so that you can track what is going on. And I just want to share with you the process that I go through to actually set that up. So this is an example of a lead generation website. And I recommend that you have a section on your lead generation website that is above the fold that says something that is a call to action to get them to call your lead generation tracking phone number. So you can see here, we have a site that's called Let's Move, Movers in Action. You notice I named the site very, very generic. That's because then anyone can call in. They're not expecting to speak to any specific like company like Bob's Moving or Harry's Moving. It's just very, very generic. You'll notice on my other site, I named it Cedarburg Roofing. Again, that's just the city name with the keyword roofing. So I just keep it very, very simple and generic. And then I put my call to action at the top. Now we use my custom website theme for this. It's called Easy Website Theme. And I'll show you how this works. But basically, we're using WordPress, which is built in with our host. It's a free drag and drop editor. My theme is not free, but I will be opening up some slots for my theme, my call tracking software, and my lead gen training. If you're interested in that, there'll be a link to join the waitlist below this video. But you can see here, there's a spot to add in the phone number there, right? And that's this spot right here. So let's head over to the call tracking software. And let's go and pick up a tracking phone number for this site. So the way we would do this is we would come over to the campaign section of the call tracking software, and we would select create new campaign. We're going to name this campaign something. So I'm going to call it Let's Move. We're going to select if we want it enabled or disabled. I'm going to keep it linked with the default Twilio account that I have integrated with my call tracking software. I'm going to keep my time zone, Chicago time zone, which is central. We can set up a custom range for how often the phone line can ring if we want. I'm going to just say we'll let it ring 24/7. If we're having any problems with solicitors or anything like that, we can always come in and we can enter their numbers into the block list here. Okay, I'm going to set a flat rate per call of $50. This is what I'm going to bill my client, and I want this set to US dollars. But if you were in a different currency, you can select which currency that you need from the drop down there. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to save our campaign, and then we're going to pick up a phone number for this under the phone number tab. The way we're going to do that is we're going to click buy new phone number, and we're going to search for a phone number in the United States. Of course, if we weren't in the United States and we wanted a different phone number, we would select where we want a phone number from. I'm going to do area code, and I'm going to do the area code 608. So you would do this area code based on, and you could do other ones if you want to do by state or by specific number, but I'm going to do by area code. And this is the area that our website is positioned in where we're trying to get leads from. So I'm going to hit search. So now I see a list of all kinds of different phone numbers. I can go through and scroll through them and pick out the one that I want. And you can see that it's just $1 to pick up this phone number. So I'm going to go ahead and click add and click buy this phone number. Okay, so now that I've added the phone number into my account, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this phone number on my website. So I'm going to do that just by pasting it right here. And I'm going to put the dashes in between it, just like that. And I'm going to click update. So notice this phone number ends in 3091. The old one was just a fake phone number, 2394. So let's refresh it. Okay, and you can see just like that, there's our new phone number, 3091. Now that is a tracking phone number. Now, of course, the tracking phone number is not set up to do anything yet. So that would be our next step. So our next step is we're going to come back into the call tracking software, and we're going to tell the software what we want this phone number to do. So I'm going to click this edit button. And I'm going to name this phone number something just so that I can remember it. So I'll just say, Let's Move website. You know, you could create different phone numbers if you wanted a different one for the Facebook account, a different one for the YouTube. You know, you could do that and you might name them differently right here so that you could keep track of them. Okay, next up is the caller ID section. What this does is, do you want the caller ID when someone calls a tracking phone number and the call gets forwarded to your client? Do you want it to show the person who called, or do you want it to show your tracking phone number? That's what will show up on their caller ID then. I normally like to do the tracking phone number. We can also enable email notifications. So I could get an email sent to the client every time that a call happens, whether it's completed or whether they left a voicemail. I want to disable that. I can also do SMS notifications if I want to get a notification every time a call is completed or a new voicemail. And I just would enter the phone number in. I'll just disable that for now as well. Now we have the forwarding number. So this is where we need to decide who we're going to send these leads to. If we already have a client, then we'll just leave it set at single number and we'll enter in our client's phone number right here, just like that. Now let's say our client has some secretaries and some people who do after hours calls or something like that, and they want to make sure that the call gets answered. Well, we can choose one of these settings if we want, where it's multiple numbers all at once, and we can enter in multiple phone numbers here. And now what'll happen is the software, when someone calls the number on our website, it's going to ring all of these numbers that are listed here at the same time, and whoever answers first gets the call. Alternatively, we could do this one, multiple numbers in sequential order. And what'll happen at this time is whenever someone calls our tracking phone number, it'll ring this number first, and if they don't answer, then it'll move on and call this number next. So those are just some extra features that you can use. Most of the time we're using this single number feature. Now, if we don't have a client yet, then we would simply go into Google and we would type in our keyword like movers, Madison, Wisconsin, and we would find someone that we think we want to work with. Like maybe we see, okay, these guys have good reviews. I think I would like to work with them. Well, then I would just grab their phone number here as soon as it loads. Okay. So grab their phone number, copy it, and inside of my DialHawk account, I'm going to paste their phone number in here for the forwarding, just like that. Now, this is what I'm going to do. Under the next tab, call features, I'm going to do something that's going to get their attention so that they know the reason why they're getting the call. So I'm going to click this button that says enable whisper feature. And I'm going to leave it set to text to speech, which means that whatever I type in this box, it's going to say when they pick up the phone. So I'm going to type in, this lead was provided to you by Paul James. Okay, so that's awesome. So now what's going to happen is when someone calls the phone number from my tracking phone number here on my website, it's automatically going to forward over to this moving company that I picked out that I think I want to work with. And when they answer the phone and they say, you know, hello, Badger Brothers Moving, they're going to get a message that plays that says, this lead was provided to you by Paul James, and then they're going to be connected with the customer that dialed the phone call. And the cool part is they're going to be like, wow, who is this Paul James guy that's sending me leads? So this is how we land clients. We're able to go and send this lead to them, and then we can see it in our account, in our DialHawk account. We can see it in the reporting, and then we can see how long they were on the phone and all of that good stuff. So there's a lot of other options we can do, like call recording if your local laws allow for it. Most do, as long as you give a welcome message that's saying, you know, all calls are recorded for quality assurance purposes. So as long as you're giving some sort of notice, usually it's okay. You'll have to research it. So we'll enable that. We can also do this connection prompt. The connection prompt helps eliminate robo dialers. So it'll make them press 1 before they can get connected to someone. And that just helps eliminate robo dialers. And then if we want to use the call tracking voicemail, we can use it. Otherwise, it'll just use the client's voicemail. So there we go. Everything is set up. We just hit save. And just like that, we've officially set up call tracking on our website. Congratulations. Super straightforward, right? So this is how easy it is to actually get lead generation call tracking set up on your website. And very, very soon, I'm going to be opening slots up for my software along with my training that accompanies the software, along with the website template that accompanies it, so that you have everything you need to get started with this and get your very first client going with this. So Join the waitlist below. I sell out every single time I open it. And I expect that due to the volume of people that are coming into the waitlist this time, I think we're going to sell it really fast, probably within an hour, I would guess. So join that waitlist below this video. You'll enter your name and your email, okay, on that waitlist. And then what I'll do is when I open it, I will send an email. I'll let you know ahead of time when I'm going to open it. I'll say, watch out for an email at, this time, this day. And I'll send you an email letting you know that it's open. And then you'll want to head to there as soon as you can because it's going to sell out very, very fast. I can only do a limited number of spots for this because we need to, for customer support, make sure that we're not overselling it and being able to, not support everyone. So that's how we do it this way. And then we close it down for a few months. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video on just how simple and easy it is to set up call tracking and get your lead generation stuff going. You can just see that it's something that anyone can do. You don't have to have experience with web design or anything like that. We've just made it so easy for you. So I can't wait to see you on that wait list. Go and join it below this video, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.